Cooperstown, Daniel Wacht is scheduled for trial in April for the murder of North Dakota State University researcher Kurt Johnson. Wacht has pleaded not guilty. If convicted, Wacht could potentially spend the rest of his life in prison without parole. Johnson was last seen alive on New Year's Eve with Wacht. On January 4th, Johnson's head was found in Wacht's basement, along with bloodstains and a shell casing of the same caliber and brand as the one that killed Johnson. Wacht is suspected of trying to be noticed by the Aryan Nation, a white supremacist gang. Union workers have been locked out of 5 American Crystal Sugar Company processing plants in Minnesota, North Dakota, and Iowa in the company's first lockout in 30 years and has lasted more than 70 days. The union representing the 1,300 workers are planning on a new proposal, but haven't given any details. Award-winning author-illustrator Barbara McClintock gave a presentation tonight on the Jamestown College campus. The presentation was held in the Denault Auditorium of the Ryland Fine Arts Center. Coronation was held last night in the Voorhees Chapel on the Jamestown College campus. The event featured singing performances by 2 different groups and a dance routine by the Nightline Dance Team, and culminated the crowning of the 2011 Homecoming King and Queen, Caleb Grossman and Leah Jysted. Congratulations, Mr. Grossman and Miss Jysted. However, last night was just the beginning of homecoming week. Tonight, the Jimmy men's soccer team played Concordia College on the Rotary Field, and a campfire night was hosted on Allen Field. And tomorrow night, hypnotist Frederick Winters will be performing at the Ryland Fine Arts Center. Mr. Winters was voted Campus Entertainer of the Year by colleges and universities nationwide. In Lemoore, a highly invasive Asian carp species has been caught in the James River. The carp can outcompete native fish species for food. Lynn Schluter, a spokesperson for the state's Game and Fish Department, has stated that the carp species is next to impossible to remove once established. The Senate is expected to reject Obama's new jobs plan, which includes extension and expansion of the current payroll tax cut, more jobless benefits, and new tax credits for businesses that hire the long-term unemployed. Senate Democrats have proposed paying for this with an additional surtax on annual incomes over $1 million, but Republicans are opposed. Policymakers in several states have proposed mandatory drug testings for people receiving benefits like welfare. This has raised some controversy, and some critics say that it just reinforces stereotypes of poor people and is unnecessarily invasive. Others are in favor of the new policy, saying that drug tests are often required for many jobs and it will make sure tax dollars are well spent. United States federal authorities foiled an assassination and bombing plot by men linked to the Iranian government. U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder Jr. said in a news conference earlier today that the foiled plot included plans to kill the Saudi Arabian ambassador to the United States and to bomb the Saudi Arabian and Israeli embassies in Washington, D.C. Mr. Holder said the men were connected to a secret division in the Iranian military. Money for the plot had already been transferred through a New York bank, but the 2 men in charge of the plot, Mansour Arbab Siar, and Gholam Shakuri, didn't obtain explosives. Egypt's finance minister, Hazem El-Bablawi, resigned after the deadly disputes between Coptic Christians and military forces that occurred on Sunday. The military shot at unarmed Coptic Christian demonstrators and drove over crowds of people. Egypt's military forces have been ruling the country since the revolution that removed Hosni Mubarak from office in February. Many have lost faith in the military as their guardians. The Military Council did make a television statement giving their condolences to the families of victims, but did not claim any responsibility for the actions taken. This morning was a bit chilly, but the sun has peeked out as the day has gone on. Let's go to Jessica Gulseth for more on the weather. Jessica?
Thank you, Carlotta. This afternoon was mostly sunny with a high near 69, which was nice in comparison to the gloomy weather we've been having lately. And unfortunately, it may come to a halt because we may see some isolated showers again. These showers will carry on through tonight and on into tomorrow. We will see these isolated showers until about 1 tomorrow afternoon. Then it will warm up to about 64 degrees. Thursday again, about a 20% chance of showers, but as the day progresses, we will see highs in the upper 50s. Friday will be dry and will give us a chance to dry up a bit as we see highs in the upper 50s. For the first look of the weekend, it looks as though Saturday will be a cool day and in the mid-50s, but it's only Tuesday. It could change. So that's your weather, Jamestown, and now back to you, Carlotta.
Thanks, Jessica. The Jamestown College volleyball team made a clean sweep of the Dakota Athletic Conference Volleyball Awards this week. Katie Zent was named Hitter of the Week, Jada Michael-John was named Setter of the Week, and Katie Lee was the Libero of the Week. All three are multi-time winners of the same awards this season. Miss Zent had 53 kills and also piled up 68 digs. Miss Michael-John passed out 93 assists to spearhead the JC attack, and Miss Lee had a 96% reception percentage with 73 digs. As I mentioned earlier, the Jimmy men's soccer team had a game this evening against Concordia College at the Rotary Field. Thank you for joining us tonight, Jamestown. I'm Carlotta Rasmussen. Tune in tomorrow night as well, where it's always our pleasure to connect the campus with the community.